Hey, welcome back, Rotary Swing golfers. I'm your instructor, Chris Tyler. Today, we're going to be discussing one of the most important training aids in golf instruction, and that's the impact bag. I'm going to be showing you why this aid is so important, and I'm also going to be showing you how to use it perfectly so that you can start getting on the path to your swing correction right now. Okay, so in part one of this video, let's go ahead and talk about why the impact bag is so important for you when you're starting to train your golf swing. Now, we all know that impact is probably the most important part of the golf swing, right? So if we can develop a really good sound impact position with a good flat left wrist and good body lines, then we know that we're gonna have a good chance to start playing some really good golf. And the reason why this training aid is so important is that it actually stops you at your impact position and allows you to get immediate feedback as to what you're actually doing in the hitting area. So that's the most important part, right? Is we need to be able to understand what we're doing. And if we look and we see some issues in the golf swing, maybe we see some cupping of the lead wrist, okay, or maybe we see our body spun wide open, then this is a way for us to be able to reverse diagnose issues that may be happening in your golf swing. So I encourage you to make sure that you understand that when you're using this training aid, it's not about just hitting it as many times as we can and then all of a sudden miracles are going to happen, we're going to start playing some great golf. The most important part of this is just being able to get that feedback on what you're doing in your golf swing. Okay, so now that we've discussed how important it is to have one of these little training aids, I'm going to talk to you about how to use it properly. I know I said in the first part of the video where we don't just want to hit this bag several times over and then all of a sudden we're going to become great ball strikers. We need to use this tool as a source for us to be able to understand what we're doing in our golf swing. So the best way and the only way to use this is to make sure that you have a mirror handy or a camera, because you need to be able to look up and see what you're doing. Yeah, you can look down and you can see, okay, my hips are spun out, or maybe I've got this flip position, but it's also much easier to use a mirror. And I have the luxury of being out here at the range here where we do our instruction, and I've got this big mirror that we use day in and day out. So if you don't have an access to a big mirror, then we also have these little small mirrors that we sell on the website. These are little 360 mirrors that you can go ahead and set up on the ground, and you can use this at the same time that you're working with the impact bag. So what we're looking to do here is we want to position the impact bag right where we would normally have the golf ball. Okay, so this is going to be in the position of where I would have the golf ball. And so from a face-on perspective, okay, you can see that I'm trying to get this positioned off my left ear when I've got proper axis tilt. This is where we're going to have the collision from the club head into the golf ball. And this is what's going to allow me to see what's going on. So for those of you that don't have an impact bag and you're going to go ahead and pick one up, we get the question all the time is, what do you fill that thing with? I actually have some old golf shirts in here, believe it or not. Some people use some old sheets, or you can even use some old towels. Don't make this thing too heavy. You don't want to hurt yourself when you're hitting this bag. Try to keep it very light. So again, the way we want to use this is just making sure that what we're working on our golf swing and getting that feedback from the bag. So I'm going to go ahead and set myself up here so I can position myself so I can see myself in the big mirror. And if I'm working on a sequence or I'm working on getting my hips open a little bit more, then when I hit this bag, now I can look up, I can see what I've done here, and if I feel like I'm in a good position, then I can go ahead and repeat the process. That's why this item is so critical for you to have in your arsenal of training aids. So if you don't have one, then I encourage you to pick up an impact bag today. It allows you to have that instant feedback as to what you're actually doing at impact. And then we can start to help you reverse diagnose issues that you may be running into in your own golf swing. Okay guys, so thanks again for tuning into this simple little video on how important it is to have an impact bag in your arsenal, and more importantly, how to use it properly. And if you want to go ahead and pick one of these up or one of the mirrors, I'm going to go ahead and put some links in the description below. That'll go ahead and take you over to our store where we've got some great pricing set up for you guys. We have them in stock, ready to be shipped out. Also, do me a favor, if you like this video, go ahead and click that like button below. If you have any questions or comments on how to use the impact bag, by all means, post those up and we'll help you out. Also, remember to subscribe to our channel. We got lots of great videos that are coming out here in the near future. And let's get out there and play some great golf. Here is I want to focus on the back 3 fingers of my left hand. Okay, no tension with the thumb and no tension with the pointer finger. So I'm going to focus on these back 3 fingers. That's where a little bit of my pressure is going to be, not tons of it.